Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel Learn Easy. We have studying the first chapter of class 9th biology section, that is cell, the fundamental unit of life. Student, this is our third session. In the first and the second session we have discussed about cell theory, discovery of cell, difference between unicellular, multicellular and prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms. Students, in this session we are going to discuss about hypotonic, hypertonic and isotonic solution and the structure and composition of plasma membrane. As we have discussed that the transportation of substance into and out of the cell takes place by the process called diffusion or osmosis. We have also discussed the difference between diffusion and osmosis. So student, what is hypotonic solution? Before going forward, it is a request to kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for latest update. So what is hypotonic solution? If the concentration of the surrounding, suppose we have taken a beaker and in that beaker we have taken some water and put some resin in it. So if the concentration of water, if the concentration of solution surrounding the cell is higher than as compared to the cell, means the external surrounding is more diluted, then what happened? The water from the higher concentration goes into the lower concentration, means water from the surrounding goes into the cell and the cell will ultimately swell. This process is called endoosmosis because cell is surrounded by the plasma membrane, and plasma membrane is a semi-permeable or selectively permeable membrane. It is also called cell membrane. So water from the surrounding crosses the cell membrane and goes into the cell and the cell will ultimately swell. This process is called endoosmosis. Okay student, let us take an example. Suppose this is a beaker. Okay students, in this beaker take the solution. Suppose I have taken a solution which is more diluted, as compared to resin. Okay, this is solution I have taken and put some resin in it. I have taken a resin in it. Okay, so what happened? If the solution is more diluted, means the concentration of water in the solution I have taken is more. Okay, the concentration means amount. So it is more diluted, or we can say the concentration of water is more in the solution as compared to the cell. Then what happened? According to the concentration gradient, water goes into the cell from the surrounding and the cell will ultimately swell, This process is called endoosmosis. Okay student, so what is endoosmosis? When the water goes into the cell from the surrounding and the cell will swell up, it is called endoosmosis. So the type of solution is called hypotonic solution. Tonic solution. So hypotonic solution has more diluted. Hypotonic solution is more diluted as compared to the cell. Okay students, now what is hypertonic solution? It is just inverse of hypotonic solution. Suppose I have taken a solution which have less concentrated, means which is less diluted, I have taken a solution which is less diluted than resin. This is a solution. Suppose I have taken the solution of salt plus water. Suppose this is a salt plus water solution and it is less diluted than the solvent present in the cell. Means the concentration of water inside the cell is more as compared to the surrounding. Then what happened? According to the concentration gradient, the water moves from the cell to the surrounding. Means the water comes out from the cell and the cell will ultimately shrink. The size of the cell will get small. Cell will ultimately shrink. this process is called exoosmosis, means the water from the cell comes out to the surrounding medium, that is called exoosmosis. And the type of solution is called hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. Okay, if we bath into the ocean, we will see that our fingers get wrinkled, our skin get wrinkled, because the concentration of fluid is more, body fluid is more, the concentration of our cell is more as compared to the ocean water. So what happens, the water from the cell goes out from the cell to the ocean, and the cell will ultimately shrinks. That is why we used to see the wrinkles over our hand, face, and okay? So this is hypertonic solution, students. What is isotonic solution? Iso means same. Iso means same. So what is isotonic solution? So isotonic solution, suppose this is the beaker, I have taken a solution which have the same concentration of solvent as in the cell, means the concentration of solvent inside the cell and in the solution is same. So what happened, the amount of water goes into the cell will be equal to the amount of water goes out from the cell. So the net movement is equal to 0, means there is no net movement of fluid. Okay, means जितना water cell के अंदर गया, the amount of water goes into the cell and the amount of water goes out from the cell will be equal. There is no net movement, hence the shape of the cell remains constant. There is no change in the shape of the cell. This type of solution is called isotonic solution, means which have the same concentration inside the cell and the outside the cell, means surrounding. Okay students, I hope you all understand the difference between hypotonic and isotonic solution, and endoosmosis and exosmosis. Okay, now students, we are going to start our next topic, that is composition and the structure of plasma membrane. We have already discussed in previous sessions that what is plasma membrane. Okay, now in this session we have to just discuss about the composition and the structure of plasma membrane. So plasma membrane have three main components, that is phospholipid, protein and carbohydrate. Beside this it have many more components, but these three are the major component of plasma membrane. The scientists named as Singer and Nicholson gave the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, which we have to study. Before this fluid mosaic model, many other models have been given by scientists, but we have to study the fluid mosaic model, which is very perfect. Okay, which we have to study. So Singer and Nicholson given the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. In this model, Singer and Nicholson says this model is also known as sandwich model, because it have bilayer of phospholipid and intrinsic protein and carbohydrate. Okay, let's see the structure of fluid mosaic model. So first of all, we have to know that what is phospholipid. So this is a unit of phospholipid. The one unit of phospholipid has a polar head and non-polar tail Polar head is hydrophilic and non-polar tail is hydrophobic. Hydrophilic means, students, water loving, and hydrophobic means water hating. Okay students, so the polar head is hydrophilic, means water loving, and non-polar tail is hydrophobic, that is water hating. So these phospholipid molecules are arranged as a bilayer. This is one layer of phospholipid. This is one layer of phospholipid. Likewise, it has one more layer of phospholipid to make like a sandwich. Suppose these are two breads, and in which the fluid is worked as a jam. So that is why it is also called a sandwich structure. Okay, So this is the bilayer of phospholipid. The upper one layer and the next layer is, this is called bilayer. See, a bilayer of phospholipid. In this bilayer of phospholipid, it has some protein channel. This is the protein channel. This is the protein channel. Beside this, there are two types of proteins. This is extensive protein. Sorry, intensive protein. Intensive protein, and this is extensive protein. And this is extensive protein. So what is the difference between intensive and extensive protein? Extensive protein goes throughout the membrane. It goes throughout the membrane, passes the whole membrane. And extensive protein, this is extensive protein. This is extensive protein. Extensive protein do not pass the whole membrane. It just embedded. ये सिर्फ ऊपर है, partially embedded. It is partially embedded, and extensive and intensive protein is completely embedded. And the upper part of this phospholipid has some carbohydrate chain. This is the carbohydrate chain. It has some carbohydrate chain like this. So what is the function of carbohydrate chain? Carbohydrate chain helps in the communication to the neighboring cells, okay, to perform the activities. What is the function of these protein channels? This is intensive protein. So there are so many molecules which has to go into the cell, as we have studied. Say plasma membrane is semi-permeable membrane, so it only allows the selective things to pass through it. Some things pass by diffusion. Some molecules are so small, non-polar, so they pass through the membrane in diffusion. But there are some particles also which do not go into the cell through diffusion. It has to be actively transport. There are basically two types of transport: passive transport and active transport. In passive transport, it includes diffusion and osmosis. So diffusion and osmosis is the example of passive transport, where no energy is required. Molecule just passed into the plasma membrane and goes inside the cytoplasm, okay. And in active transport, it need protein channel, means some channel, some way through which it go. So this is the protein channel which facilitate the movement of some bigger size ions, bigger size molecules or something to pass into the cell, okay. So protein work as a channel to pass the substance into the cell, okay. And this is, and in between this there are some cholesterol particles are also. Cholesterol helps to maintain the fluidity of the model, fluidity of the membrane. That is why it is called fluid mosaic model. Why it is called fluid mosaic model? Because it has the nature of fluid. It has the nature of like fluid, like liquid, okay. If it rupture from the place, it can get arranged. Suppose a stream of water is going on. If I cut the water stream from here, then remove our hand, the film is again continue, add and again continue. Like this, plasma membrane is also flow like a fluid. That is why it is called fluid mosaic model. And this cholesterol help in fluidity and rigidity of the plasma membrane, okay. Plasma membrane also have some cholesterol particle which helps in the rigidity and fluidity of the plasma membrane. Carbohydrate, this is carbohydrate. This is carbohydrate which help to communicate to the neighboring cell or other cells to perform as a team, okay. So there are, we have to conclude it. So the bilayer of plasma membrane fluid mosaic model has a bilayer of phospholipid. The head is made up of phosphate, and the non-polar tail, that is hydrophobic, that is made up of hydrocarbon, okay. So the bilayer of phospholipid, and it has two type of protein: extensive protein and intensive protein. Extensive protein which is partially embedded into the plasma membrane, and intensive protein which is completely embedded into the plasma membrane. Protein helps as a channel to transport the substance, facilitate the substance, ion or some big particles to pass through the cell membrane, or and some other things which can diffuse into the plasma membrane through passive diffusion, that is diffusion and osmosis. So student, this is the structure of plasma membrane. I hope you all get it very well. If there is some problem, kindly mention in comment box. Thank you very much.